Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast.
To the moms. We are your hosts, Kathy
and Amaris.
And on today's episode, we are covering all things cleaning the house, organizing, tackling and managing the households,
being off your routine, all things cleaning today. So, cleaning this fucking house.
Jump right in. So,
it's
I'm just gonna say, like, I thought before, like, pre-baby, that I knew how to clean. I thought I had it going. I thought I had a rhythm. No, bitch. Like, once Grayson came, like, that went out the window. Like, the amount of crumbs and dirt and grime, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I can't keep up with it. Yeah. And you have two, so I can't even imagine.
And I have two, so it's like double the mess, double the crumbs. And sometimes, like, you don't find the crumbs or the mess, and then it's dried, and you're on your hands and knees scrubbing that off. And I'm just like, how did I not see this? How did I not touch base on this?
They
do hide things, or they spit it out.
Yeah.
They spit it out, and I have no idea. It's on the floor for weeks, and I'm like, I didn't have this until like last week. I'm like, how did I not see this? I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now?
Grayson literally ate a crumb off the floor today.
Oh,
I saw him, and I'm like, you know what? It's fine. He's fine.
I'm like, you know what?
It is what it is. It's good for his immune system.
That's what I said. Like, when they were like at Grayson's age, they used to walk on like the welcome rug and then put their hands in their mouth. And I'm like, well, if you didn't die from that,
exactly,
you're not dying from
but you know
a crumb
what's
on the
funny?
floor.
Like, our parents' generation, I don't know if your parents are like this, but my mom is so like cautious about everything. Like, oh my god, you have to wipe him. Oh my god, the germs. Like, I don't do all that. I'm the
nah.
That's just the kind of mom I am. Like, you don't see me wiping things out. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. He's fine. Let him build his immune system.
Yeah, we survived the newborn stage. Like,
yeah.
You know?
Like, at this point, it's okay now. It's okay.
I know. Every time I'm out, like, with like a mom friend or whatever, and like I see how careful they are with their kids. Like, if they drop something and they're like cleaning it, sanitizing, and I'm over here like, oh shit. Like, they're probably judging me because I don't be doing all that.
I'll just like wipe it on my shirt and be like,
oh no,
you're good. You're good. Alrighty. So I can start first how cleaning my house drives me crazy. So I have a love-hate relationship with cleaning my house and keeping my house clean. So as you know, I have two kids. So there's toys everywhere. There's toys in the bedroom, in my bedroom, in the guest room, in the hallway, in the living room. It's just,
they're just
everywhere. It's just everywhere. No matter how much you tell them, like, hey, can we please put away? Like, it's hard being two against one. So sometimes my house stays unorganized for days, which means I'm not sweeping up.
Too.
They're still they're still learning, so I'm like, I'm not gonna drive myself crazy, but it does. I get overstimulated if my house is like dirty for a couple of days. I'm like, I need to clean this house right now. Like, I can't cook.
Talk about that.
I can't exercise because it is driving me crazy. If there's like nothing in the fridge for me to cook, I'm like, Abe, we're ordering out today, or it's tuna
100%.
fish sandwiches today. I can't get anything done until this house is picked up and clean. And he's like, do you want me to like help you like clean or stuff? And I'm like, sure, why not?
They don't clean the way that like you know what I'm saying? It's not the same.
Yeah, I feel like Abe's cleaning and my cleaning are like different. So like, he would clean the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, he'll clean everything in the sink, but avoid that I left like a dirty pot on the stove. And I'll be like, why'd you clean everything in the sink but not the pot that I left on the stove? He's like, I didn't even see that. So I'm just like, so you didn't clean
you
the
have
kitchen.
to train him, because Blue learned real quick. Like, he was like too, where he would like clean the sink, but then he wouldn't clean the actual sink after like cleaning the dishes.
Yes.
The countertops. Yeah. The countertops. And it's like, dude. But he, like, now he knows to the T.
Yeah, well, no matter how much I tell Abraham, it doesn't happen because he has that memory issue. So he
Right.
forgets every time. So I can't be too mad at him. So when I see that it's not clean, I'm like, oh, by the way, you like forgot to clean. He's like, oh
Okay.
yeah, I didn't see that. And I'm like,
Maybe leave a list, like a notepad or like a
that's
sticky
actually
note or
smart.
something.
I should do that,
Right?
like a post-it note on the
Yeah.
window. But
Like a
he
little
might forget
checklist.
to look at
She'll
that
look at
too.
it. Yeah. What was I gonna say? But let's circle back to like overstimulation because I feel like that's a big thing,
Yes.
especially as stay-at-home moms because we spend the
Mm-hmm.
majority of our time inside and there's just constant commotion going on, whether it's the TV or the doorbell, the kids are
Mm-hmm.
screaming, my dog who just came in. It becomes a lot, and then add cleaning to the
Yeah.
mix, and
Mm-hmm.
it's really really hard. I know it's hard
It's
for me.
very tough. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's definitely hard for me. I'm trying to get into like a routine of like
Yep.
doing things, but like lately my house hasn't been getting clean as much because I'm now focusing going to the gym and like focusing on like just
Yeah.
having that quick little 45-minute break of like prioritizing my health.
That's
Yeah,
very
you
important. Yeah,
know.
because that's going
So
to
when
give you the motivation to
right,
want to do everything
right.
else.
Right. So it's just been hard and it's overstimulating because it's like darn, like I want to exercise, but I also want to have a clean house. So how
Yep.
do I balance and meet myself in the middle?
Yeah.
So it's been difficult.
I hear you.
Whenever I'm like overstimulated, I'm like, guys, we're gonna go upstairs and like run around. If there's one place I do not clean and organize and pick up their toys, it's their playroom.
No, but I hear you. It's hard. It
It is hard.
really is. Um,
I do have a question for you.
yes.
Can you cook when your kitchen is dirty?
No.
Same, I can't.
I can't. I freeze up. I'm like,
Yeah.
where do I start? What do I do?
Yes.
And I shut down very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And
Same.
yeah, there has been times where I'm like, you know what? We're ordering out because
Yeah.
I'm not doing this.
Yep.
So
Okay,
it's okay.
good.
It's not just it's not
It's not just me.
But yeah, going back to, we have to kind of accept too that like this is just a season in our lives
Yep.
and it goes by so fast and it's
It
not going to
does.
be there forever. So that's like one thing that you have to remind yourself in the midst of all the mess is that it won't be this way forever. And that's something that I'm like
Exactly.
working on.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to come into peace with my house the way it is now because it's not going to be like this
Mm-hmm.
again. So
It's
might as
not.
well enjoy the mess, enjoy the chaos because
Mm-hmm. Because one day
it's
it's not gonna be like that.
yeah.
I'm like so hormonal, so I'm like getting like teared up.
Oh,
Like one
okay.
day it's not gonna be like this, and I keep telling
Yeah.
myself that it's not gonna be like this forever. It's only
Mm-hmm.
for like a couple of years, and then you're gonna miss the mess. You're gonna miss the
Yeah,
crumbs.
I know.
You're gonna miss it all because then they're all grown up out of your house.
I know.
So it's just a season in life, guys.
It is. So something that I struggle with, and I'm sure that you struggle with too, is because I'm a stay-at-home mom, I struggle with feeling like I have to do it all.
Yeah.
And a lot of it pertains like things around the house.
Mm-hmm.
I struggle with that like every single day because in my mind I'm like, well, my husband, is working Monday through Friday. I'm home. It's my job to take care of the house. And
Right.
well, to a degree, yes, that's true. I also have to remind myself that, I'm a stay-at-home mom first.
Right.
Keyword, mom, full
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else comes second. I'm lucky
Right.
that I have a very hands-on husband, as do
Same.
you. We're very 50-50 with a lot of the things. And
Mm-hmm.
I do feel lucky in the sense that he's able to take a lot off of my load. Like, even today, he saw how overstimulated I was this morning, and he asked me, what can I do today to make your day better? And I think that's really important. Like maybe be very open with your spouse about your needs, especially as a stay-at-home mom, because I've
Right.
spoken to other moms, and I'm thinking about one in particular that I'm friends with, and
Mm-hmm.
she has a hard time like telling her husband like, hey, I need help. Like, hey, can you, take a load off, and that's really tough,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, when I first became a stay-at-home mom, it was tough for me to ask Abraham too, like I need help because in my mind it's
Yeah.
my responsibility. Like
Right.
it's me.
You
This is my
almost feel like
full-time
a,
job.
I don't want to use the word burden, but it's,
But I do sometimes. Well, I did.
yeah.
I no longer
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But at that time I did, and for the longest time I would never ask for help.
Because you feel like you're
And
not contributing, but it's like you are.
right.
Yep.
Right. It took a long time for me to realize, no. Like you made these babies, we purchased this house together.
It was
It's
our decision. Yeah.
both our
Yeah.
responsibilities to get things done. So it takes a while to get there, but once you communicate, not argue, because before I used to argue like all the time, like you don't help me and this and that. He's like, well, you don't ask me. And I was like, oh,
I do too. I do too. I used to
like,
do.
oh, you're right. I should ask you and I should communicate to you.
Yeah.
I need help with this and that because I can't get to it. And then
Yeah.
he's like, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
It's
that was
almost like
easy.
we wanted. Yeah. It's almost like we want these men to like almost be mind readers. When you're going through
Yeah.
postpartum, it's like you feel so
Right.
alone, and you
Yes.
feel like no one understands you, no one knows what you're going through, and you get it. Like,
No, I do get it. Going through postpartum and then becoming
Yeah.
a stay-at-home mom,
yeah, that
it's
transition is hard.
it's difficult. It's very difficult because it's like, who do you ask for help when you can't even ask for your spouse for help? Even asking like my mother-in-law for like help, like, hey, can you be with the kids for X amount of time? That
I
was
feel
hard.
bad at till this day. I feel bad asking my mom for help. I'll be honest with you. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I just have a very hard time asking others for help
Yes.
because I feel like
Yes.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. Like I should be able to do it all, but
Right.
no,
Like, no, girl.
no, bitch,
No, girl.
no.
Ask for help. Ask for help. So like we do. Now we're like, hey, like we have loads of laundry to put away. Can you please be with the kids for 2 hours? She's like, absolutely. Like, bring them over.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know I had mentioned to you earlier. I wanted to bring up the importance of a calendar.
Oh,
Now,
yes.
it doesn't have to be like a cleaning calendar. I mean, it could.
Right.
I could definitely
Right.
benefit from that. But just something that, like, maybe like managing the house, something that everyone in the house can visually see what's going on in the house, whether it's, soccer practice or, ABA or any kind of event going on, that week. I think it's so important because one, it keeps everyone on track.
Right.
And two is just, it just kind of makes the week go a little bit easier and flow better. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about that?
Oh, it's so important to have. I don't know if you saw in my kitchen, I have
Yes.
it by the door, and every
Yeah.
first of the month I clean it out, take my cell phone out because I am like the calendar holder in this house.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
we're the
I
household
write
managers.
Yeah, so I write everything on the calendar. I make sure it's on my phone calendar as well, and I make
Yeah.
sure whatever event that Abraham needs to know, well, actually everything, he needs to know everything. I invite him so he can put it in his calendar so he like sees it. So
Yeah.
any doctor's appointments that he needs to make for himself, will pull out his phone and he would even text me like, hey, I don't see anything on this calendar. Am I good to book this? And I'm like, absolutely, go for it.
Yeah.
So it's so important to have because on a day-to-day basis, you have so much going on in the house. There's
Yeah.
things that you plan. There's things that you don't plan. Like just this morning, I was rushing to go to OT at 8 a.m. because Cirilla woke up with a dry, bloody nose. So that takes priority for me to clean it up
I'm losing
before I do everything else. So having a calendar is so important. It keeps you like on a routine, and like visually, like you said, you can look at your day and be like, oh, well, I need to cook extra on this day because that day I'm not going to get anything done. So it's helpful.
I could definitely learn like a thing or two from you because I'm still learning with the whole calendar thing. Right now I have a shared calendar with my husband, and that it works tremendously because I see all of his work meetings. He sees,
nice.
appointments, like everything, and it's helpful. But I do need to see it visually because I feel like I'm more of a visual person.
Same.
So that is something that I'm currently working on. And I was thinking about other things that could be like beneficial in helping me become a little bit more structured, because I've always been someone that's been like very go with the flow. But once I became a parent, I can be a little bit go with the flow, but not all the time. Like I need to be more structured. I need a routine, and I'm still learning right now. So it's a struggle, but I'm learning. I'm gonna get a planner this week.
Oh, good.
I find that writing things down helps me a lot. So just seeing things and being able to cross things off the list. I'm a list person, so I think that could be beneficial. And then another thing that I wanted to bring up is, and I haven't implemented this yet, but having a morning ritual, whether that is, taking 15 minutes to yourself, going outside for 15 minutes, drinking your cup of coffee, waking up if possible before the kids, even if it's 10 minutes before everyone gets up. You need that moment to yourself, those few minutes, to set the tone for the rest of the day.
Yes.
Because mornings, I don't know how it is at you guys' house, but it's chaos over here. The dog needs to go out. She's hungry. I'm thinking, shoot, I got to feed Grayson. Blue has to jump on a meeting. Like, it's just, there's so much going on. And I'm not one to wake up before Grayson currently, because Grayson wakes up at 6:30 a.m. So I would have to wake up at 5 or 5:30 to make that happen. But I do want to take just 15 minutes. Just start off slow, maybe once a week, and gradually bring it up to every day. But I think it'll be nice just to have that moment to yourself every morning.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. So Tuesdays, I have to wake up at 5:30, be out of bed by 5:45 to take care of me, to get myself ready for the day, because once those kids wake up, I need to have breakfast ready. They need to sit down and eat their breakfast. I then need to get his lunch bag ready. And then by like 7:55, I need to be out the door and go to OT at 8 a.m., which thankfully, OT is like right there. It's literally right there. So that's one reason why I booked it at like 8 a.m. But Tuesdays, I definitely have to be out and get myself ready. Before I was off my routine, I was doing it like every day, and it felt so good just to wake up, take your time in the morning, brush your teeth, floss. I suck at flossing.
Oh
but
yeah,
anyways.
me too. Me too. It's
I
hard.
suck
it's
at
so tedious.
It is, but if you get a water flosser, 100% recommend. Oh gosh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that like every day, 3 times a day if you want to. That's what my dentist told me. So on the days that I do wake up early, I like do it very quickly. And I'm pretty much ready for the day. I also make sure to have clothes down here for me to like quickly change. If not, just have an idea of like what I'm wearing so that I can just quickly go upstairs. Smart. Yeah, this way I quickly go upstairs, put it on, and then also get the kids clothes for the day. But it's helpful. By like 5:30, you're like crashing, but then you drink a cup of coffee or like a small little energy drink, and then you're like good for the remainder of the day. And then I stay up late because I also believe once the kids are sleeping, that time to yourself, like truly to yourself, not getting the kitchen done or cooking done, nothing, not even picking up toys.
It's important.
That time to yourself is important. Enjoy that silence and enjoy no one asking you for things or no one asking you to like look at things, you know. It's so
just, like,
important before and after. Yes, and just thinking about the day, and then also thinking about, what do I have to do the next day? Let's plan for the next day. Let's see, do I have to cook? What is it that I have to clean, or whatever the case is? It's so important to do.
Okay, so just jumping back on the cleaning wagon. So something that I wanted to do since I was pregnant was get a cleaning done of my house, a deep cleaning. And Blue, my husband, has been telling me multiple times, do it, book it, literally since I was pregnant. And I never did it. And that's another thing that made me feel bad about when, as a stay-at-home mom, that's another thing. I kept thinking, no, like, why should I get a cleaning service? I'm a stay-at-home mom. You know? And it just, like, really, so many times, even my mom would tell me, get the cleaning service. You deserve it. Just do it. And I just kept putting it off until... when was it? Last week, I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday, I was very overstimulated, and I literally felt like I couldn't function. I couldn't do anything. I was like, you know what? I'm going to book that cleaning service. And I did. And I booked her purposely for Saturday because I knew we were going to be going down to your house. It was perfect. So we did a deep cleaning Saturday morning, and it was the best thing I could have possibly done. I came home and my house was sparkling clean. All the windows were clean. I didn't even tell you this. They organized my closet.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't step foot into my closet before. Like, it was mess. Like, I wasn't even using it at that point. I wasn't using my closet. Because it's in the hallway too.
Okay, so I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't have like a closet in my room. So I do, but it's like tiny. Anyways. Yeah, she organized everything. Like she hung up all my clothes. She organized all my shoes, my bags. She shampooed my sofa. Like, I was...
What? Yes. I need that.
It was so nice. And there was no dust it was just... I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I did it. So if you're a mom... You know, it doesn't have to be stay-at-home. Anyone can benefit from a cleaning if you're feeling overwhelmed, and you just need to, you know, just take some weight off your shoulders. Just do it.
Yeah, definitely.
You should do it.
I remember I should do it. I should, but here's the thing. Okay. I can tell Abraham, my husband, like, listen, I think we should have someone come in the house and deep clean. He'll say, what is it that you need help with? And then I will tell him what I need help with, and then he'll take it upon himself to like do it. And I'm like, well, thank you, but like, it would be nice to get this house deep clean, because the last time we deep cleaned this house, I think when we moved in.
Us too.
Dead ass. Yep. You know, like, that was the last time this house was deep cleaned. So
I've been in this house for, I don't even know, 3 years?
I think it's 3 years now. I don't know. I feel like, let me see.
Okay, there we go.
You got it during COVID. Right?
2020, yeah. So yeah. It's about to be 3 years then.
Yeah, it's about to be 3 years, yeah.
Yeah, so the last time and it was myself, like, I deep cleaned it myself, so
same,
quote unquote.
Oh no, I had my family here, my mom, my dad, my sister, my cousin. We were all deep cleaning everything, and the men were moving everything inside. So no, this house was deep cleaned. My mom was like, I'm scrubbing that tub clean with Clorox. She's like coughing, like her back is hurt. She has I think 2 herniated discs. So she was in there like scrubbing. She's like, I want to see my face in these tiles.
My mom too. I remember they came in with a bunch of cleaning supplies.
Yes.
But yeah, it's embarrassing to say, but you know what? Fuck it. Like, it is what it is.
Honestly, I think it's like the norm. I'm in so many mom groups, and they're always asking like, please send me recs about cleaning an apartment or my house or like this. They have something called a mommy helper. I guess you can hire like an elementary school person or like a like freshman in like high school, you pay them like 12 or $13 an hour for them to like help you around the house.
No,
They call it a mommy helper. I don't know if it's just like my area type thing, but I recently saw that and I was like,
that's a South Jersey thing.
Maybe it is a South Jersey thing.
You will not find that in North Jersey.
I was like, mommy helper, that's not bad. That sounds actually great. Maybe I should hire someone, pay them $12, play with my kids, organize their toys.
I was just going to say, you know, because you mentioned that, you know, Abraham would take it upon himself. You should tell him, like, listen, that's time that you can spend together.
Right.
You know how nice it was not to worry about doing chores this weekend? Because I usually wait till my husband's off so that we can both tackle chores. And that's usually like, it's usually on the weekend, unfortunately. So either Friday night or Sunday. It was so nice not to have to worry about doing that last weekend.
Right.
And just spending time as a family.
You know what Abraham would do, though? He'll wait for the kids to sleep and be like, oh, yeah, I got the whole kitchen done. So then he's like, you know, so like Abraham was like, no, if there's a will, there's a way. After the kids are put to sleep, I'll stay up extra time and I will clean the kitchen and put the toys away. There are times where like yeah. So I think it's more like he would rather spend the money someplace else than to like, well, I could do it myself. You just have to tell me.
He is very like that. And not just with cleaning, not just with cleaning. He's just very
everything.
Like, hands-on with everything, yeah.
Right.
It's everything. Like, like when you guys were getting a quote for your bathroom. Oh, like
yes.
Remodeling the bathroom. You know what? I could do it myself.
Exactly.
Abraham took on like a million projects during COVID.
He really did. He built like, I think, a platform for the shed, built the shed, changed the piping in our basement, put in a water tank, my dad helped him build the gazebo outside, did the, just the shower and just the shower tile. What else did he do? I don't know. He probably did more. I just can't think about it.
The AC, right?
No, we actually pay for someone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we pay that. We used the money that we got from our wedding, and everything went to that HVAC system.
Worth it though, I'm sure.
It was so worth it. I think that is it. I can't think of any. Oh, you know what? He also, along with my dad's help, builds something in the garage, like shelves in the garage.
Oh, okay.
Also built say he hang his tools. He built himself a mallet. Oh, he built our guest room bed.
That's crazy.
Our guest room bed.
He could probably survive in the woods.
He can. He says, you know, if I was single, I didn't have kids, if I didn't have anything to live for, I can survive on my own. I'm like, yeah, you can.
Wasn't he like a Boy Scout or something?
I think he did do Boy Scouts. Right. I don't know how long though, but yeah, he did.
We learned a thing or two. He must.
Yeah, no, he must have. Oh, he also did electrical work to connect the generator to our house.
Okay. Blue has he's just done some electrical work. So he put all the light fixtures in our house.
Oh, nice. That's on our to-do list to have light fixtures in this house. There's so much on his list that he wants to do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's just so much.
Yeah. It'll get done eventually. Maybe. I don't know. Depends how long we decide to stay here.
I know. I told him recently, I was like, we really need to look at that list and really consolidate like what we're actually going to do, because I'm not putting all of our time, effort, and money into a house that we don't plan on staying forever.
Yeah, same here. Same here. We had like a laundry list of things to do with this house, and we had to consolidate the list because we had to be realistic. Like we're not going to be here for like, honestly, we might be gone next year. Honestly.
Right. No, we plan on keeping this house, but we don't know how long we're going to stay in this house. Because the next house we got, he wants a pool, I want a fence. Like, it's going to be difficult finding the house of our dreams.
It's hard, especially in New Jersey, which is like the most expensive ass state. Let's not even talk about
it. So that's the reason why I don't think I will ever get a person to come and deep clean my house, because my husband would be like, I'll just do it.
Yeah. You know, just let him at it.
Yeah.
Let him at it.
I'm like, no, okay. I was like,
get him a bucket, put all the things, just be like, here.
He's so out. Sensitive to like smells though. Oh, so yeah, so the only thing he can do is like the vinegar solution. That's the only thing he can like tolerate.
Does he like peppermint? But can you add like peppermint?
He does like peppermint. Okay. But I mean, he can survive with like vinegar, but cleaning the bathroom, that's all on me. He does not set foot in the bathroom. He'll like wipe things down. The bathroom?
The bathroom. He doesn't. That I do not. I was doing it, but then I don't know what happened. One day he decided to take it on, and ever since then, that's his duty.
Nice.
And I'm not mad about it.
Yeah. Go blue.
Yeah, I hate cleaning the bathroom. So
I have a love-hate relationship with it, depending how like dirty it is.
Yeah.
Like, am I using vinegar, baking soda, soap, or am I using Clorox?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't like cleaning with Clorox. So it's a love-hate relationship.
We should quickly touch on organizing, because I know that's one of the things that we wanted to talk about. I have no advice or tips because I try to keep my house clean, but everything is, how do I say, confined. The messes are confined in my closets. So organization is something that I never learned growing up, and that's another thing that I struggle with. So how about you?
Yeah. I suck at organizing. I could get into like a routine where I'm like, okay, everything has a place, but then like the place loses its spot. And then I'm like, well, I don't like the way that was organized again. I want to do it this way. So the amount of times that I have like reorganized all the closets in my house, they get messy. And then I'm like, this doesn't work out. Like I need to like do something about it, but then I do nothing about it. Right. And then it's just chaos. Even the kids' toys. Like I brought that white shelf that's in our guest room.
Oh yeah.
And there's one in the living room, and things still aren't organized. Like I need someone to come in to my house, give me bins or containers or something, label it, and be like, your Legos and your cars go here.
That would be
your
a dream.
Puzzles go here.
That would be really nice to have someone organize like all the kids' toys, and then you could really have like a toy rotation that works.
Yes, and I for years, ever since I became a mom, I've been trying to do a toy rotation. I can't. It's hard because
it's really hard. I try to do one with Grayson, but I'm not always consistent with it. So
yeah,
you're not alone.
Yeah, I would like to do it because sometimes I see that they're bored with their toys or they play with the same toy over and over. But it's just hard to get into that routine of organizing. Even like I don't really have a pantry. I just have like a shelf in the basement door because it has that like small little square hallway that easily gets disorganized. You can't find nothing.
You should see my pantry right now. Like
gosh, it's a nightmare.
I need to get proper bins. I have things that I don't even know I have. Like I'm on my fifth bag of flour because I'm always like, I'm out of flour, and here I am with 5 bags of flour in my pantry.
Yeah, that's with me with like tuna. I'm like, I have to buy more tuna, and then when I organize, I'm I have 20 cans of tuna. I don't eat tuna like that, but I guess now I'm gonna have to eat tuna all the time. Oh my goodness. Or it'll be like chicken stock. I'm like, I just bought like 5 because I didn't think I have. Oh, well, guess what? You have 3 there. So now you have a total of like, what, 7 now? 8? So yeah, organizing could be a huge part of my life. I know I need it. I need organization in my life. So any tips, tricks?
Seriously, help us out.
We're struggling
help us out.
We're struggling so bad.
You know, one thing I did do, this was maybe like, I think this was when I was pregnant with Grayson. But I have these large closets in my dining room, and I bought bins on Amazon that you can label.
Oh, cool.
So I have like a little bit of, you know, a situation going on, but like not really. So I have like hardware, miscellaneous, household, pets.
Oh, nice.
But it's like no one pays attention to these bins and like puts things where they go.
Right.
You know, in their proper home. So it's like, what's the point?
Right. I know for us, like, we would be more organized if things were like labeled, because Abraham and I were pretty good at like, oh, like, you know, it says toothpaste, like this is where all the toothpaste would go. But if like we're so disorganized because we're like, oh, I think this goes here, I think he's been putting it here, or she's been putting it there, the next thing you know, it's like we come in, I'm like, no, I don't put it there, like that doesn't make sense, like why would you put that there when they can go here? And he's like, well, what you did does not make sense. So then we collide, and then it's just like, okay, everything's now disorganized.
Why don't you get like a label maker? Like,
we do have one.
Oh,
Jesus. We have one. It's, you know, just sitting down and getting the time to like actually do it. So that's what we both want.
I know. No, me too. So a couple years ago, so you know, I'm a real estate agent. I was working with a client, and I went into her home because she invited me over to kind of like assess her house, whatever. And I don't know what kind of parenting style this is called, but she has everything labeled in her house, and it's like mainly for the kids. So like literally everything is labeled, like to like the knob, door, window. And I know it sounds like a little much, but it's like really like beneficial. Like especially for the kids, like they to see like where everything is, what everything is called. I don't know. I thought
no, I know what you mean. I think last week one of the autism moms that I follow on TikTok, she showed how her son's bedroom was, and she has like a small little dresser, and every drawer has like the word shirt, and then the picture of the shirt, pants, like and everything, and each drawer. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's actually smart. Like I should probably do that. I have a label maker. I think.
Here's the thing: who has time for this? Like,
right?
Help
because
us.
At the end of the night, like I don't want to do anything besides sit on the couch.
I know.
And watch. You know, and right now I'm on the Orange is the New Black. Orange is the New Black for like what, the 6th or 5th time. So I just want to sit on the couch, watch 2 episodes, and then try to get back on routine on washing my face, brushing my teeth, taking my vitamins, and like going to sleep. Because when I don't do that, I'm like crazy the next day. Like my body's like, where is your routine? Why didn't you wash your face? Why did you take your vitamins? And I'm tossing and turning in the middle of the night because I'm not taking my magnesium. I'm not exercising because like I'm so overwhelmed with nothing getting done in this house.
I know.
So,
but
yeah, who wants to do anything after the kids are sleeping? So yes, let us know how you organize your house.
And how you manage your time. Like, how do you
time management.
Time management.
Yes, I don't know how to manage my time.
Neither. I know it's all about balance, but I have a hard time with that because I have a very clingy toddler. And the way my house is set up, we live in a row house, so it's not like I can just leave him in the living room. And I can watch him, or you know, it's just no. So.
Yeah, it's hard. I feel like when Thane was in school, that was so much easier and like keeping the house clean and like cooking was so much easier than like this summer break that he like has.
I could understand that.
You know, like he's in school for like longer, and
the day is like a little more structured.
Right? Yeah, it's a little bit more structured rather than what we have now, which is like hard because every day is not the same. like Wednesdays he doesn't have any therapy, so like he's home all day with like me, and I'm trying to figure out how to entertain him and also how to entertain Cirilla and get her to nap, and her naps are now like cut in half. So it's just, how do you manage your time? How do you organize? How do you do it all?
I think it all goes back to the routine and being structured.
Right.
I really need to take my own advice here because
I know, seriously. Seriously.
Yeah, we'll get there though. It's
just the season of motherhood that we're in.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be like this forever.
We'll figure it out, and every day we're learning. So
right,
and we're doing the best that we can. That's all you can do.
Right. Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, with that being said, I think that's all the time we have, guys.
Thank you so much for listening. I think this was a fun episode.
It was a fun episode. It was good. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.